Number 9. Rip current reality. You're enjoying the perfect beach day when suddenly the ocean grabs hold of you like an invisible hand and yanks you out to sea. That's a rip current. An underwater river of death that can move faster than Olympic swimmers. We're talking up to 8 miles per hour of raw ocean power dragging you away from shore. Your gut reaction is to swim straight back to land. But that instinct? That's how people die. Fighting a rip current is like arm wrestling the ocean itself. You'll lose every time. In just minutes, your arms turn to soggy noodles, your legs give out, and your lungs burn like they're on fire. Most people don't drown because they were pulled too far out. They drown because they wasted every ounce of energy trying to outmuscle Mother Nature's treadmill. Number 8. Running zigzag from an alligator. Imagine you're in Florida, and suddenly a gator locks onto you. The first tip that pops into your brain? Sprint in a zigzag. Congratulations, you just signed up to be a slower, clumsier target. The flaw with zigzagging is obvious. It drags down your speed. Every turn eats at momentum and burns energy. Meanwhile, that ancient predator isn't lumbering. It can swivel like a race car. For short bursts, they can hit around 11 miles per hour, and they don't need to ease up just to change direction. So while you're flailing side to side like you're in some awkward dance-off, the gator is taking the clean, straight path to cut you off. It's geometry at its finest. You waste distance, you get tired, and the reptile only has to plot a simple intercept, like sinking a shot in billiards. Here's the kicker. Gators almost never chase people once they're on land. But if one does get the idea that you'd make a decent snack, forget the zigzag trick. The smart move is straight line speed. Because that zigzag everyone swore by, it's just a guaranteed way to make yourself the slowest catch of the day. Number 7. Treating hypothermia with hot baths. Your buddy just crashed through the ice and now he's shaking like a human jackhammer. You haul him out, drag him inside, and your brain screams, hot bath, problem solved, hold up, you're about to turn a rescue into a funeral. Here's the deal, when the body gets dangerously cold, it goes into survival mode. Warm blood retreats to the chest and core, keeping the heart and vital organs alive. Meanwhile, the arms and legs are basically reservoirs of slush. Now toss that person into a tub of hot water and boom, those frozen limbs open the floodgates. That icy blood surges back to the heart in one brutal rush. Imagine pouring an Arctic avalanche straight into someone's chest. The heart doesn't thank you, it panics. Irregular rhythms, even full-on cardiac arrest. The medical term? Afterdrop. So instead of getting warmer, your friend's core temp actually plummets. They weren't just freezing anymore, they're on the edge of dying. All because you thought hot water was a quick fix. The real solution? Warm them gradually. Blankets, dry clothes, body heat. Hypothermia recovery is like thawing steak. You do it slow and steady, not by blasting it on high. Number 6. Eating raw shellfish for survival protein. Stranded on a lonely beach, stomach growling, you spot shellfish and think you just scored an easy meal. But what you've really found is the ocean's version of Russian roulette. These creatures are underwater filters, sucking up whatever passes by, including lethal marine toxins. The shellfish don't suffer, but you will. The toxins, completely invisible, no warning signs. You can't smell them, can't taste them, can't see them, so you slurp one down. It seems fine, fresh, salty, normal until your lips start buzzing. That's not ocean flavor, that's your nervous system short-circuiting. The numbness spreads from your mouth to your fingers, then your toes. Soon, your muscles weaken like someone slowly unplugging your body. And here's the nightmare. Your brain stays awake. You're fully conscious while your body refuses to move, right down to the muscles that let you breathe. Think fire will save you? Not a chance. These toxins don't burn away. They survive cooking, boiling, even extreme heat. One bad shellfish, and it's game over. No antidote, no survival trick. Just you, staring at the ocean, realizing your last meal was your last mistake. Number 5. Using superglue on a serious cut. You slice yourself deep and there's no doctor for miles. You vaguely recall someone saying superglue can close wounds. Soldiers in Vietnam used it, right? Here's the reality when you squeeze that tube. Superglue hits your blood and kicks off a chemical reaction hot enough to sear steak. That sting you feel? That's your tissue basically being scorched. And it doesn't stop there. That instant seal you're so proud of? You've just built a luxury condo for bacteria? All the grime from that dirty blade in your unwashed hands is now sealed inside. With no airflow, the worst germs thrive. And that glue? It's packed with stuff like formaldehyde. Yes, the same chemical used to preserve corpses, now creeping into your bloodstream while your liver wonders why you're embalming yourself alive. When the infection blows up, you'll have to rip that hardened shell off. Ever peeled superglue from your skin? Picture it fused to scabs and festering tissue. That battlefield hack just became your personal nightmare. Number 4. Boiling water in plastic bottles. Stranded in the wild, desperate for something safe to drink. You remember that survival hack about heating water in a plastic bottle, right? Congratulations, you're about to dose yourself with toxins. Plastic begins to break down around 80 degrees C. Water doesn't boil until 100 degrees C. Long before you've reached the temperature to kill off bacteria, the bottle's already leaching chemicals into your drink. BPA, phthalates, antimony, you're basically brewing up a chemical stew. The bottle may still look solid. That's the trick. The poisons seep out silently. By the time the plastic actually warps, you're already sipping a toxic cocktail. Those survival gurus on YouTube who demonstrate this trick, most of them aren't actually drinking what they boiled. One man in Alaska tried it, feeling clever, heating creek water in a plastic bottle over a campfire. 3 days later, he had stomach cramps so bad he could barely move. He ended up crawling his way back to safety, regretting not just drinking straight from the creek. The toxins don't only make you sick immediately, they linger, messing with your hormones, your liver, your kidneys. You survive the wild only to slowly poison yourself. Number 3, jumping into water during a lightning storm. The sky cracks open while you're swimming. A flash of lightning. You figure slipping under the surface makes you safer. In reality, you just signed up to be part of nature's experiment. Water carries electricity the way a freeway carries traffic. When a bolt strikes, the current races outward across the surface, turning the top layer into an instant electric minefield. And you? You're the only tall, warm-blooded object up there. A perfect lightning magnet. The charge hugs the surface right where you need to breathe. Dive as deep as you want, but you'll have to return eventually. When you break the surface again, you're popping up into an invisible electric net, powerful enough to shut your heart down. Scrambling out won't necessarily save you either. You're drenched, and that slick layer of water makes your whole body a perfect conductor. Every drop sliding off you is like wiring yourself into a circuit. You're actually more tempting to lightning now than when you were still swimming. The fish below, they're fine. But you're up top playing tag with 300 million volts. One strike close by and the current spreads through the water right into you. Your muscles lock, your heart stops, and suddenly it's over. Number 2, tourniquet for a tiny bleed. Small nick on your arm. Your friend grabs a belt and cranks it down like he's stopping an artery from bursting. He just hit the timer on you losing that limb. Tourniquets are the last resort weapon for massive bleeding. You don't fire a cannon at a mosquito. That belt choking off your circulation, it's suffocating everything below it. No blood means no oxygen. No oxygen means the tissue starts dying. Within 15 minutes, nerves begin to fail. 2 hours and the damage is permanent. 4 hours later, you might as well wave goodbye to the arm. Your buddy just turned a bandage-level cut into a potential amputation. Back in the Civil War, more soldiers lost limbs to poorly applied tourniquets than to the actual gunshots. They dodged the bullet but lost the arm thanks to a tight rope. Meanwhile, dying tissue is making toxins. Release the tourniquet and those toxins rush into your bloodstream. Your kidneys go into overdrive trying to filter poison made from your own flesh. Suddenly, you've gone from needing a simple dressing to needing dialysis. Number 1, rationing water in brutal heat. Stuck in the desert with only a little left. Your instinct says to sip slowly, save it for later. That instinct will kill you quicker than thirst ever could. Your body needs water to sweat. Sweat is your air conditioner. No water, no sweat. No sweat, your core temperature rockets upward. You're literally slow cooking yourself inside just to save a few swallows. Your kidneys also need water. Starve them and they'll shut down. When they do, the toxins in your blood have nowhere to go. You're poisoning yourself while your canteen stays full in your bag. The tragic twist? People die of heat stroke with water still in their bottles. They ration themselves to death. Their last thought was probably that they were being smart, saving some for later. There is no later when your organs are failing now. Without water, your blood thickens. Your heart strains to pump sludge through your veins. Your brain overheats. Confusion sets in. You make terrible choices, wandering off the path. All because you wanted that bottle to last. Drink it. Stay alive long enough to find more because a full canteen does nothing for a corpse. That's it for today. I'll be posting more of these survival tips soon. Subscribe to your veins, your brain overheats.